Yo, what is up guys? Delboy here, aka Blue Collar Sports TV. Hopefully you guys are doing well. If you're new here, smash that like, hit subscribe, all of that good stuff. So the son of Ricky Hatton, Campbell Hatton, successfully makes his pro debut and beats Jesus Ruiz in a 4-round decision. Now, how did he look in this fight? Well, in my opinion, it kind of reminded me of Conor Benn's professional debut. When Conor Benn turned pro, just because of a name value alone, a lot of people were expecting big things. And on his pro debut, he didn't really look too great, and a lot of people immediately wrote him off. He looked very raw, very novice-y, and that is normal for a guy who had very little amateur experience. And Campbell Hatton looked exactly the same in my opinion. Again, Campbell Hatton, a guy not really had much amateur experience. What he's really banking on right now is his father's name. But in this fight against Jesus Ruiz, he won every single round. He was the aggressor. He had the superior work rate. He was landing the better shots. But obviously Jesus Ruiz really wasn't anything to write home about. But Campbell won every round and clearly outworked his opponents and landed the better shots. In the fight, he did look very raw at times, as you would expect, missing wildly with his right hand, sometimes smothering his own work. At times his punch technique wasn't the greatest. Defensively, he was getting caught by a lot of jabs coming in. He was very over-eager to get the knockout, and as a result, he was getting caught by silly shots here and there. Like I say, rushing his work, smothering his work. And yeah, it basically looked like what I expected it to. A very novice-y, raw type of performance from Campbell Hatton. So yeah, basically it's what I expected. A lot of people are going to say he wasn't impressive, etc, etc. And I can see why, but I don't really know what people are expecting with Campbell Hatton. Take the name value aside, that's really what we expect from a novice who's turned pro with very little amateur experience. So ultimately it's what I expected. But when I watched Campbell Hatton, my initial impressions, did he strike me as a guy who had outstanding athletical ability? Not really. The boxing acumen isn't there yet, so I certainly wouldn't class Campbell Hatton as a high level prospect or somebody that I expect to go far. But I thought the same thing about Conor Benn when he turned pro. When he turned pro, I didn't expect him to get to the level where he's got right now, to be honest with you. So I'm not writing Campbell Hatton off or anything like that. He's had one fight, he's 18, 19 years old. But all I'm saying is, when I see him, I don't see a guy with outstanding natural ability, blazing hand speed, crazy power, super strength. I don't see any attribute there that is super impressive, put it that way. But like I say, I certainly wouldn't write him off because Conor Benn, he proved me wrong already. But like I say, I'm just not expecting too much from Campbell Hatton. I guess the real question is for me, should the likes of Campbell Hatton making his debut be on a pay-per-view show? In my opinion, no. I think they should have saved it for a regular Sky Sports card, to be honest. But yeah, you can't really read too much into it. He looked very raw, very novice-y. But he was trying hard, he was throwing the shots, he was being the aggressor, he landed the better shots, and he clearly won the fight, got 4 rounds in, so onwards and upwards for Campbell Hatton. And like I say, he's 18, 19 years old, whatever he is, he's only going to improve as he has more fights, as he gets better sparring, gets more experience. So yeah, I'm hoping Campbell Hatton can achieve something in the sport of boxing, because if he does get to a decent level, he will attract a lot of fans to the sport. A lot of guys who followed his dad will look at Campbell Hatton and get on board. So I do hope Campbell Hatton does well. I'm just not really banking on it, put it that way. But yeah, watching him make his entrance to Blue Moon, it was very nostalgic, and that's going to get to a lot of people. But yeah, we'll see where he goes. Anyway, share your thoughts below. It's been your guy Delboy. Peace.